But if you come down this outside wall in front of the fireplace, and there is room for two lines, one on each side of the table. You help yourself and go back and find the seat and eat up. At this time, we will request, he's not a caller, but he looks like a caller, but on the street that way over there in town. Robert Tyson was asked the best part of the precinct. Robert, you come to the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Father in heaven, we're so grateful today for your many blessings and thankful for the Parler session. Lord, we pray your blessings upon all gathered here today and those of our family members who are unable to be here. Lord, make us know our thoughts and prayers for your children. We ask you, Lord, to bless us as we gather, as we reminisce, as we renew our fellowship and our friendship. Lord, we thank you for this food that has been prepared. And we ask, Lord, that you bless us steward the nourishment of our bodies to your service. And Lord, be with us as we gather, as we go forth, Father, back to our homes, and continue to strengthen us and help us for the days ahead as we look to your faith. And we thank you for these things in Jesus' name.
One thing I forgot, on the barbecue chicken, it was decided a long time back that that's what we would have, barbecue chicken. And that went well, and it was close time to start buying the food. And I had special instructions from Marguerite and my wife Carol, that small children you do very well with barbecue chicken. So there is a pan of chicken legs, drumsticks, but we would ask the children.
Chop the meat off, get the feathers off.
somebody's got to get busy, so I'll fix my plate and get quiet.
See the speaker come back, and all this thinking needs to be gone, and leave it. Thank you.
Can you hear me now? Come on in, we'll talk a little bit. You like to get it out of the yard? Oh, okay. This is some questions were reunions. How long has it been? It's been too long. But Marguerite and her family got together and did the last one. But I was telling you, I still got my letter. They called the family reunion in May 1998. Anybody can guess it's been that long? And the one good that one day you missed something you should have done. This one. Anyway, our last family reunion was May 1998 at Sandy State Park. And we were scheduled, Marguerite pushed us, and she said that she felt like that me and down living in Holly Hill ought to be able to put one together. So we had a meeting at my house. Last year, I think it was 2 years ago. How long ago was it, Lee? 2 years, oh, 2 years ago. Carolyn was sitting in the den, and she listened to us sitting at the table with our pads and pencils out and making notes. And we had a 2-hour meeting. We entered that meeting, but nothing on the pad. But we had a good time. We really had a good time. We talked about all the old times and people we knew, people we didn't know, and people we should have known, our army days, and some of the mischief that some people got into as younger people now. We don't go into that. I didn't know it was in that. That's what took up all the time. But anyway, we are here today, and so pleased that every one of you could come. What I'd like to do first is let's introduce the families based on what I consider the first generation. Me trying to put together a history of family, a lot of people say way back. I wasn't that brave. I started with one like the Legion Cemetery. But went back to my grandfather, which I understand died in 1927, and I was born in 1932. And I'm going to do that 27 because I was told that my father was 8 years old. And his family then decided to move on to Gaylord Road down in Berkeley County and move back into Holly Hill, which is a lot of family land that, my understanding, came through the grandmother. It was part inherited land. But anyway, let's talk about the current family. Now, the Julius Research Parler and Ella Josephine Hart's children. I hope my information is right, and I'm subject to correction or help anybody can help with. But they had 10 children, 7 of them lived to be grown. And that's the generation we want to start with. I consider it the first generation. But the first child was Herbert Russell Parler, and he died when he was 4 years old. 4 years, 8 months. The second child was Maggie Parler Burbage. And at this time, let's have all of Aunt Mary Burbage's children, if you will, or descendants, standing come forward and use the other microphone. I'd like for a spokesman in the crowd to introduce me. That's to be you, the little lady. And Roy found out that I got her speaking messed up on my sheet. I even got her name spelled wrong. Using my
Dolores Burbage, and married Kristen Wolf in 1937, and I'm 36, and in 1937 I had a son, Gene, and so it's Kristen Junior, so we call him Gene, and I had another son, Jack, and he's still living, but he wasn't able to stay, and then I had Donald Wood, and he passed away in 1982. And this is my daughter, Vicky Filio. And I have 6 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. And I'm 84 years old.
And what she did to Lydia is she was next to the baby in that family. Alvin Arthur Burbage, as we know as Al. Bert, Sidney Burbage, as we always call him by Bert. And Virginia Burbage, Buckista. And Virginia and her husband Tom are both living. We gave him a and appreciate the invitation. And their health is not that great. We will be able to send their regards. And Dolores was the third child, and the baby in that family was Gloria Burbage, who was married to Jerry. And I heard indirectly from her that she was not able to talk, so we missed her. Now the next Meshach and other child that lived to be grown was that third child. And that was Eva Josephine Parler. She was married to Judge Longo's wife. We have a spokesman for that family. The senior part.
I'm Jim Doyle. Miss Eva was my mother's mother, who was married to Judge They had 3 children, 2 sons and my mom. Those boys were killed in World War II. I have a brother Lady Jo, who is Michael's wife, and her youngest son, Kyle, and Brian, who is their oldest, and Gary Patterson, who is Lady Jo's husband. I have a son and two granddaughters and a something on the way. We don't know whether it's going to be an old boy or a little girl. And hopefully while I'm down here, she's waiting until I get back. Michael has two sons, Michael and Christian. And Michael's oldest son, Michael, is going to have a son next Tuesday.
Robert Michael Doyle III.
Yes.
Everybody in Savannah is worried about it. Is anything like the first one?
But that's a brief history of us, and we were all pleased to come down and see the faces. Never met before. Thank you.
When you came back with old faces.
In regarding that same family, Jimmy mentioned two uncles who both killed in World War II. Two brothers, referred to James and Uncle Gardner Jr. And he was married. I think he got married while he was in service. And he had to return. And her name was Dora. And later she remarried, I think, with a friend of J.D. Dawes, and Wilkerson Dawes, and some others. Angela Sally, and they ended up living over in St. George. And I was all ready to put her name in italics, and I asked her about it. She said what's going on around the world, the whole town people. And she tells me, no, that Doris is still living. I don't know whether I have a feeling with her, but I say to her, she's Doris supposedly living down St. George here, and she still lives. And so the Christmas is never married. Fourth child was an infant daughter, I think 1 month old, passed away. The fifth child was Thomas Neely Parler. We can have their family come forward. Thomas Neely, we all knew Uncle Neely. Was married in November 1922 Alex Lucille. And this is their plan.
In the Neely Parler family, there was 4 children. George was the oldest, and Junior and these deceased, and Ferdinand, and then myself, Marguerite. Okay? And we've got some George and Jimmy behind the camera. So like that. Husband Rex, they live in Juan Robbins, Georgia. They have 2 children that live around this area. And this is Neil, this is Jean. Jean had 5 children, Neil, Marion, Nevis, Naomi, and Christy here today, and her children, Neil and his wife, Wanda, and the children. And I've got my husband-in-law, my son Greg, and my daughter Pam, and I have another son who's he's in the hardware business, so the store must keep running. People like to go to the hardware store and say. And then I've got some grandchildren, Lauren, Chapman, and I think Christy's children are here, Alex, Casey and Robert, and they live in and Pam's 2 boys are Richard and Stephen.
Marguerite, did you mention Nevis, one of Jean's children? And her husband is remarried. And lives in Holly Hill to see him, and he was invited, indicated he was going to be coming today. The police department. Nevis is birth. The next child, number 6 child, is Jimmy, Marie, Parler, Aunt Jenny. And I'll read you her page. When I find it. Number 6 child, Jenny, Marie, Paula. Aunt Jenny was married to Colt Hudson. And they had one child, Colt Hudson Jr. I think most of us remember him. And he passed away when he was in high school. In fact, just recently I talked with a girl in his class, and she had remembered they were in the same class together in high school. And then Aunt Jenny later remarried, and she married Nicholas Joseph Marcinette. And Uncle Nick just passed away this past April. He's in a home in Arlington. And after she married Nick, they lived here, adopted a daughter. That was Joanne Marcinette Howard. And I hadn't seen her since I remember she was a baby at home. She did come to Nick's funeral, and I got a chance to meet her there, and her address is she's in that condition. Number 7 child was Eddie Leon Parler, and he died at 2 weeks old. And then number 8 child was Julius Lonnie Parler. And he married June 16, 1931 to Sally Bell Pendarvis. That's my family. If I could have my family, the Julius Lonnie Parler's family.
Didn't you come up here with another family?
Three children. I'm the oldest. I'm Junior. But most everybody knows me as Buster. That's kind of stuck. I was went to school, and some people call me Julius, and some call me Ronnie. I'll tell you what I'll do. I just won't answer them. They call me by the right name. And so it didn't take long to get Buster to stick. After I got to be an adult and want to be distinguished in some places, and when I did, how I introduce you? I think everybody's got a dog named Buster, just call him Buster. I used to tell, by the way, the telephone, when the calls were, who was calling. It was the military, and if it was just initials JL, it was probably with my business. It was June. She's with us. June's not. She's still around. No, I got that wrong. There's 5 years difference between me and you. And I was 5 years old, and they sent me off to the Boy Scout camp. So I couldn't have been Boy Scout camp. 5. Well, that was just Sarah Ann. But anyway, came back home from visiting, and there was another night. And then the 3rd child is Sarah Paula Watkins, married to Bill, who's not here today. And that's the one that went to Boy Scout camp and came back with a big surprise. In fact, somebody came to visit on the weekend and said, they didn't tell me that nothing about that. You step up to the mic and get your stand on and tell them about your children.
Years ago. I have 2 daughters, Dawn and Michelle. They're both married. And the oldest daughter has 2 sons, they're 16 and 11. And then my youngest daughter is married, doesn't have any children yet. I'm working on that.
And Sarah's not here to speak for herself, but she has two children, Tracy Watkins, now Dow, and son Clay Watkins, married to Susan. They have one daughter, a small child. And if Ms. Buck Parler take the mic, she can tell you about our children.
I thought it's written down on the sheet for you, so we wouldn't have to talk. We have 3 children. Our oldest, Ed, he is on vacation this week. He is a therapist, a mental health therapist for disturbed adolescents, and stays quite busy, as you can imagine. His claim to fame right now is last June. He had a kidney transplant. But it was very successful. A beautiful friend of Lynn, donated a kidney to our son, and his health is restored, and he says the best year of my life. Our second child, Lynn, is to my left, and she's a school teacher at Berkeley Middle School, and had the distinct privilege this year of teaching our grandson, her son, Will. And if you want to really make Lynn proud, say, you had Will's report card. She's sporting it around today. But Will has always said that you do real well in school if your mother is a teacher. So Buster tells him the reason he had such a good year was his mother was his teacher. Will is our only grandchild. Unfortunately, I wish I had 25. But Lynn said she got hers right the first time. She didn't know why people had to have so many children. Our youngest son, Dave, is he was definitely unable to come today. He and his wife are married and have a dog. They live in North Carolina, Gaston.
I need to tell you something about Will. Only grandchild, real proud of him. We invited him to go to the exercise. A couple of years back, we went to the end of the school exercise. We didn't get out. And we sat there and we waited and we waited and we waited. And he did get an award. But some children kept going back and getting another one and another one and another one. And when he came back on stage, they asked him, they said, Will, why was some people getting all those awards and you didn't get them? He said, their mother teaches at their school. So I remembered that. He got award after award after award after award. But I know why. His mother teaches at that school. Right. Thank you. And the ninth child was Connie Evelyn Parler. And she was married November 20, 1925 to Zach Belvin Way. And we have those descendants from up there.
Husband and 4 children are supposed to be here.
You can introduce. If you want to borrow somebody to stand in front, just pick a couple people.
So I'm the baby of the family, Judy. And there they come. I knew they'd make it.
We'll hold up just for a minute.
Well, that's all right.
The helicopter just landed.
They're coming. But I'm
That
married.
was some of the women I had to tell them to double up.
This is my husband, Bobby. And let's start at the beginning. My mother had 4 children. Wade was the oldest. He drowned in July 54. Then there was Frankie. She married A.D. They had 4 children. Sharon, Bennett, Landis, and Jack. They had 2 children, Peter and Jane. Then there's Connie, Bennett, Nestor, and she has 3 children, Daniel, Lee, and Elizabeth. Then there's Anna, and he's waiting. He's not married yet. And then there's Julie, Bennett, Gilliard, Johnson, and she has 2 children. Then Doris married Todd. They had 4 children. Vernon, and married to, just a minute, Teresa. Thank you, Carmen. And they have Monty and Darren. Then Frank is married to Terry, and they have 1 child. Then Dee Dee is married to Zacharias, and they have Oscar, Angelica, and Jenny. They live in Florida. And Todd, I'm not sure what his wife's name is now, but he's in Kentucky. Now, I'm a baby. This is my husband, Bobby. And I have 2 children, and one is on the way in. This is Chris, our oldest, and his wife, Carmen, and my 2 wonderful granddaughters, Zoe and Amelia. And I'm going to have to brag on my son and my daughter-in-law. Chris is an artist and a teacher, and Carmen is also an artist and teacher at the College of Charleston. And Chris has had several shows in Columbia and in Atlanta, and we're very proud of both of them. And I think my daughter is coming in the door. She bless her heart. And her husband and 4 little ones. Of those. That's what I call
I know because I remember the Sunday room that you were waiting for.
Come in. Yay. This is our daughter and her family, Annette Anderson and her husband Bill, William, Mary Beth, and Robert. And I have 2 things I'm going to say. They got married to Hugo, and little Robert was born September the 11th, 2000. So this is our family. We're very proud.
And both of these, her daughter and her son-in-law, both carry an MD behind their name.
So you made it. Appreciate y'all being here.
Okay, we now down the last of the list.
This food left.
That's Hallie Mae Parler. She was married Robert Lee Tyson. Then we have the Hallie Parler Tyson family. Robert, you still good?
I guess, my wife said, can't remember well, there's 4 of us. Harry, Bill and Barbara came on the same day, and myself. And I do not remember the names of the grandchildren or their ages, so I'm not going to attempt to even name them. I'm going to let each one grandchildren they have, and how many great grandchildren they have. So let's start with all.
Say hey to everybody. I have 4 children. Scott, Ben, Laura, and Mark. And each one of those had 2 children, so I have 8 grandchildren. My baby brother. And my husband, Curtis.
And they did not bring a knife to cook.
I'm the oldest. This is my husband, Phil. We have 5 children. Vicky, Bruce, Curtis, and Bonnie. And we have just one granddaughter, and she has 2 boys. And Bruce is married and has 3 step-grandchildren. We have 2 great-grandchildren. I'm Beverly. I'm the oldest friend. This is my husband, Beverly. I have 5 children. Lindsay, Sherry, James, Dana. I have 6 grandchildren. 4 boys and 2 girls. Oh, yeah.
I'm Robert, I'm the youngest. I have 4 children, Valerie, Lee, Grace, and John. And we have 6 grandchildren among us. And this is my wife, Laura.
Yes, I got to tell everybody that me and Curtis are twin brother-in-laws, and you don't very seldom see twin brother-in-laws.
Thank you. With me, John is my son. He's still in high school. He's going to high school. So he's keeping me young. And then my one granddaughter's with us, and she's the oldest granddaughter. This is Karen.
So granddad, I don't ever remember Robert being at a reunion before. Have you done this before?
One, same team.
I think that we moved away from Sundays, but he didn't have to preach on Saturday. They figured he might come. But I was believing very interesting. Appreciate all your comments. On the little part of the history we tried to put together, every individual had one. But we hope that each family can get updated. My address is on the bottom of the front. And you can just get your big legal pad and just keep writing and writing and writing, even for hours if you need to try to so I can understand what the connection relationships are with families. So we appreciate you updating the information and ready to start putting it in the book. A little plug. As you came in the door, I don't know how many of you noticed the little table on the right-hand side, there's a little green cover. We'll get some stains on it. A lot of you have these books. But they were displayed around the town for many, many years. Now, when they first came out, I think a lot of families bought them and some of the children and grandchildren we got copies of it. If you don't have a copy of it, like to look to it, you feel free to do so. And our knowledge, this is the last of the lost found in somebody's attic here in Holly Hill. Somebody came out recently found a few of these books. The high school reunion about a month ago, and I think we had 8 or 9. And so we have our Parler reunion. We've already come into town and maybe went away with it. I call that saying source. They have any more books. And I was told, no, that was all that she had, but where she had gotten hers from, in town. So I called him and he said, it's awfully hot to go in there and look, and I'll see what I can find for you. And about 2 hours later, I take these books. Contribution we asked her to book if you have an interest in it. That money goes to the Holly Hill Music Club, and it's raises because of this community. How many of you got a copy of the book? How many of you read the book? 1996. I got my name in there. I'm not such a fire chief way back, a long time ago. So it's something that I look if you don't see my name in print.
Yeah, he used to come to Judge Gardner's garage and pull that hose wagon out there.
There was two that looked like wagon wheels on one axle, screws in the middle, and the siren would go off. Somebody went down with the car back up, opened the trunk, two people sat in the trunk, grabbed the trunk of that thing, and away they went to the fire. Then the fire, he grabbed the hose and pulled out to the fire hydrant somewhere.
Oh, you got that big around. 2-inch hose?
Well, you just didn't pull it, I can tell you.
Now, I'm the one that had to put it back in the garage because you got to drop it off at.
I was glad that when the fire was over, nobody was there, about 3 people looked at each other. Everybody else was working to drain the hose, things like that. Now we're ready to move on with a little entertainment and recognize some individuals. I don't know who they are, you don't either, but we're going to find out in a minute. I got 2 very able-bodied sisters that put most of this together. I'd like them to come forward this time. That microphone on that side is yours, and we're going to proceed with what takes place. I got one training aid I need to pick up.
Tell us what to do.
The first thing we want to find out is who drove the longest distance together. You drove the longest distance together. Don't be bashful, man.
Come, you think you came the furthest?
Stand up and tell us how far you drove.
They just on the calendar to see, because that's when we left Gulfport.
7 miles. Can we beat 7 miles? 7 miles. Here's a lady right here. How far did you come, ma'am? 650. 650 miles she traveled. Has anybody else driven more than 650 miles?
Fly and count?
No.
How far?
About 1,400 miles.
Okay, he traveled. Now that's the key word.
No, I did not.
You didn't drive.
How many miles did you run?
3 miles.
Plane doesn't land.
35.
35 miles.
45.
I think maybe Joyce and Jimmy are going.
So you and Jimmy stand up and let's see if anybody will challenge it out. 600 and some odd miles. Anybody come close?
We just happen to have 2 prizes. The one that traveled and the one that drove her.
If you'd like me to go out there and check the dog, I'm not sure how much, because this got a mile thing.
Well, we do have a really expensive gift for the person that drove the furthest, and the fellow to present that now.
A map of the United States in case you get tangled up going home. You can find your way back.
Now you've seen maps of the county and the city and the southeast, but now this is a real United States of America map. You just
She said they've been driving for about 4 days and they kept trying to get here, so maybe they'll get you home quicker. What about?
now next category, we got a next category is who traveled the longest distance. Didn't say how many got who traveled the longest distance.
All right, Jimmy's got 1,400. Anybody going any further than that? It may have seemed like further, but like we came about a mile.
But I don't know, how many times did we drive that mile? Let's see what we got.
There's only about a mile around here.
Whoa. All right. Now you said you drove 35 miles right in South Carolina, right? Well, in case you have trouble getting back to the plane, there's a South Carolina map. And when you pass your luggage, you got a smart tag that will identify you for you. Oldest and youngest and all that kind of stuff, it kind of worn itself out. It's kind of...
I beg your pardon. Next question. Who is the oldest person present?
Gee, it's probably you. All right, how old are you? We'll go.
84.
All right, go to Dolores, had you beat a little bit. Anybody older than 84? You know, last time, Buster won the prize to be the oldest man. And Marguerite had this really interesting little gift for him. And I mean, I don't know, tell him whether it worked or didn't work. She gave him a bottle of jelly beans that was labeled Viagra. But he said that didn't say much for the longevity of people in this family. But he was the oldest one here, and I think that he was like...
What is the income forward? Presentation.
Oldest person. You wouldn't have won this time. All right. Well, I hope you don't already have a book. All right. You can find Buster's name on page what?
96. Now, next category, but who is the youngest person present? Youngest person present.
I think that young person just slipped in here by the skin of his teeth.
Boy, 30 minutes later, you missed it. If you come up in front, we have a gift for you. And the grand prize is a sand bucket.
This is Robert Zachary Anderson. And he's 21 months old.
Patty Toast. All right, here we go with our next category. The question is, who is the shortest adult present? Now, we're going to classify that as 21 and over. You do a lot of things under 21, but leave it at 21 as an adult. So who is the shortest adult present?
Marguerite says that all her life she heard that Parler's kind of had a reputation of being short people. And I guess I'm short, but most of you are short. But oh my goodness, it's gonna be truth and measure. All right, let's see who wants to get in this though. Oh, we got one down there. Let's see how short Joyce is first. Marguerite, you short and Joyce. Neil, you're not short.
I'm not standing up.
All right, looks like we got
challenge 410. Looking for challenge for 410, looking for challenge for 410, no challenge for 410, go for it. Our winner is. Oh, you got a gift here. If you'll represent this space. Instead of using foot powder, just sprinkle that in your shoes every morning. Who is the tallest adult, male or female, over 21, 21 or over? Who is the tallest adult we have present?
That's not going to win. Jim, come here, let's meet.
Somebody get Bobby the chair to stand up so she can see the top. Jim, you got to stoop down so you can see.
About 6'1".
Jimmy, how about your height? The man behind the camera. That's all they need.
Right, that's all.
I don't know. What do you think? Joyce, is he that tall?
I'm not 6 feet. 5'11".
I'm almost as big one of me. So we have a winner. Jim Dahl, the tallest adult present. Make a presentation, please.
Now we know how
From the
to.
Parler side, it came from the Gardner side.
Now we know why he had to travel the further.
And the grand prize is. Keep it on, you won't bump your head. We're not giving up yet. If we haven't already, we're going to embarrass somebody for us over. The next category, we'd like to come up and take some measurements for the man that has the largest chest. Now that's the fallen chest. You measure around here by your belt buckle. The man with the largest fallen chest.
Gun law.
Somebody a bit more courteous.
Neil, come in, let's measure you first. Come on. Come on. We're not going to divulge any numbers.
It's perfectly all right for sucking all the way in and push back. No, the other way. You want to win. Snaps down, let it all hang out.
Our oldest son said last year, he said, now he's not here.
Curtis, come on up and let's get a picture with you. I think you a pretty good challenge.
Here we come, here we go.
You can sell me all that out, but don't let you want to run loose. You got another tape measure, we can tie two of them together. Do we have a winner yet?
Yeah.
Hey, we got a winner.
Okay.
And the grand prize is something you can keep up with his wristband. The tape measure. The first one you will take home. Curtis, you're a good student. We appreciate it. All right, we're getting toward the end now. We've had so much fun with this about time. Now, next category, next to the last category is which woman has the smallest waistline? Which woman had the smallest waistline? Go ahead, get in line, stand up, move in front, you girls be glad to take your measure. Come on up and get a measure. And it's all right to suck it in. I did that every time the military was big at me and measured me. I sucked it in, trying to pass.
And now he doesn't know why his uniforms don't fit anymore.
How about the next contestant?
You might be able to run it.
There's a contestant right behind you, so come on up. You gentlemen sit around the table, look around. If you see any other contestants, push them toward the front. Do we have a winner?
Yeah, right here.
Hey.
I tell you what happened to waistline, so I can remember when I got married, I was 23 inches waist. Nobody has a waist that small anymore. I think these loose clothes, which everybody kind of like, all have to suffer.
And the grand prize is? Hey, one thing to be proud of. Category. Okay, where are we going? We're going to the first generation's descendants. And we want to know which one had the most descendants represented here today. Whether it was Mary Burbage, Eva Gardner, Neva Carter, and nobody Jenny Marshall, Judy Paula, two much of the ones that showed up, and Connie, and then had take a count, and we need to stand up front and get a picture of that group. But who had the most descendant crowd? Marguerite's taking a count now for the news. Right. How about the Tysons? How many total we got the Tyson family? You must be in the morning anyway.
Yeah, I got 10.
Judy, how many you got? 12. Judy, you got a total of 12. Marguerite, Judy got a total of 12. Where we stand?
What sign down there?
have to tell?
I know. Did you put a lot of grandchildren, but I couldn't be sure.
Count Neil and Christy, that's still in the family.
I know. I count money, but I don't count people.
How many did you bring?
How many in your family have I made?
There's 4, 8, 9, 10.
So you have to count the whole, everybody.
Yeah. All right, is that, what have we got, 20?
The Neal Parler family said they got 20, and they don't have to be registered in that paper. On the premises. Anybody drop 20? Anybody drop 20 going twice? Top 20 is the winner. Carl will make this presentation. This presentation makes it a little bit unique and different. But the NFA is enough for all 20 of the people to have one. They don't have to fight over it. So what we got is in celebration of Memorial Day just passed, an American flag pencil.
I've got one more prize that I'm going to give away.
Okay.
You know, as far back as we can remember, I guess Daddy was probably the first one who was ever involved in anybody. Dolores, you probably, well, you weren't on him, but Daddy was in service in the First World War, and he went to Fort Jackson, and he developed pneumonia at Fort Jackson, so he never got any further than Fort Jackson. And then the war was over, and shortly after that, he was released and came back home. And we've had people serving in the Army Forces or Navy, and Buster was Anthem.
Gene Marion.
Yeah, Gene was in. Any of the Burbage people, any of the Tyson in service. He was in service, and Joe. Neil was in the Navy at one time, and Neil has 2 sons that are in one's Army and one's Navy. And Mike Dahl was in the National Army.
Mike and Jimmy both.
Has what, how many years, Jimmy? 20 active duty. And Buster, how many years of service do you have?
39 years. I was born in the Guard.
You got 39 years.
39, couple of years.
And Mike, how many?
38.
38. Okay. And Mike's was some
No, reserve.
reserve.
That's different.
That's right.
All right. You'll bring me the hug and the flag back there. For 39 years. Or do we want to say that the one with active duty?
I'm going to active duty.
Okay.
My paycheck is good every month, and I really enjoy it. And medical insurance and the commissary privileges, I got mine piecemeal. So it's active duty.
Would you come up here? You got here's a South Carolina, a mug, United States mug, and a flag.
you very much.
Thank you for serving.
This is to all of you, sir.
I believe that at this time, we probably have only 2% if I'm correct. And with that, I'd like to ask Neil to come give us a status report on his 2 boys, where they are, what's going on.
I have both of my boys are in service at the present time. He was in the Army, serving on active duty in Korea. He's an explosive ordnance disposal specialist with EOD unit in Korea. Ernie is in the Navy. He's on board the USS Anzio, full designation CG-68. At the present time, they're in St. Augustus, Sicily, and on Liberty. They were as of 2 days ago, anyhow. They are in transit back to the United States. Will be back in Norfolk, Virginia, on or about the 2nd or 3rd of July, which they'll all be back. Ernie's ship has been through the Suez Canal twice and into the Persian Gulf, was involved in Operation Rocky Freedom, launching cruise missiles into Iraq, and was at sea for 82 days on active deployment with several of the battle groups. They changed battle groups 3 different times that I know of. They left with the Harry S. Truman, they transferred to the Roosevelt battle group, and then to the Nimitz battle group. And they're some of the last ones that will be coming out of the Mediterranean. So they're all right now. I'm very thankful.
My file folder is closed. And I'm not looking for anything else to do. I feel like Marguerite might be the executive officer of this outfit, and she said we have time for the business to be taken care of. Marguerite, I think it'll be for the business session.
I'm not sure if we have any business to discuss, but let's hear from the floor and see if there is anything to talk about. Do you want to have another reunion, or might need to talk about that? Decide when or whenever? We want to thank Wanda Parler, Neil's wife, for entertaining with balloons and many other things that she entertains children with. She does this very freely, good for church groups. She's had a lot of experience with children.
In other words, what is his leeway to help you? Like right now, I'm fighting for that gun. And got a little building there inside. But I have a little small building that I lease out. Police.
Alright, what's that? Can I get 2 more? What? That big one, the big one, he's on the other one. Over here. Wow. So hard to tie. I like this. Oh, Wiggy! Exactly right. Push it in between the 2. Wiggy, tell him, Wiggy. Can I use the pumper real quick? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm making?
Yeah, Mary Beth is a little girl. Zoe, can you do a hula hoop?
Zoe, look better.
All right, John, I want you to watch this.
You want to try to do that?
Yeah, I want to do that. A wiggy tail. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing hot.
So stand too close.
See, this is how I Hey, John. John, this is how I do. You want this one? I go like this and I go like here. And I got it right there. I want this one. Sometimes.
And you have a kiss and fish.
I'll take it. I take it. Okay.
Because sometimes when I put my balloons on, it's not working. Yes, ma'am.
Amelia, can you catch the bubbles?
Bubbles.
Catherine, is that your name? Can you catch the bubbles?
It'll make me No, catch it! That one. Which one do you want me to do? A what? A heart? A what?
Shake him up.
Heart?
There you go.
You got another extra, huh?
Do you know how to do
Do
that?
that.
This one.
See, when you grab a kid, you're hiding all of it. So they don't see you squeezing from below. And when you get him blowing like a birthday candle,
Well, maybe this one.
it just
Yeah, I told you, little fiddle. Wasn't mine.
push it in the bottom.